Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. Last time we dealt with the Dwergar that were hanging out down here by the beach in a slightly cheeky fashion, in that we were up top on a cliff just shooting them with Eldritch Blast, because, you know, that's what Warlocks do. But I think it went pretty well. So I'm going to spend some time just kind of pillaging around this beach. But as I do that, I would like to ask you guys, the Warlock run could end at any moment down here in the Underdark, or if we resolve everything there is to do down here in the Underdark. I know there's a few dungeony bits that I've not seen before, but however this comes to an end, which pairing would you like to see next? We have the choice of clerics with Shadowheart, we have wizards with Gale, or we have rogues with Astarion. So, unless there is a big enough patch to warrant doing a full party run again soon, it will be the case that I'll pick another pair and we will go ahead and see what changes, what roleplay circumstances there might be, what different things will come along with another pair of characters. So who would you like to see? Do you have a preference? Do you not mind? Is there anyone you definitely don't want to see? Let me know down in the comments and we will see what happens thereafter. We just picked up a ring. It had a specific name. Oh, just a carnelian ring. Okay, so I assume that's the design or the stone, not the ring belonging to a specific person. So there is this boat here. It says you can get on it and carry on down the river. I've never done that. I don't know if the game just ends and it says thanks for playing, or if there's something else going on down there, but it's not something I've ever done, and so I'll do that someday, but that day is not today. Otherwise, down here, I guess we're just going to keep poking through the Underdark. There is a teleportation circle here, so if I really, really wanted to long rest now, I could. We've yet to use either of our short rests, and we both only cast one spell each, so I don't think we need to spend our supplies that quickly. Oh, we still have Holvik alive, because they were raised from the dead by Glut, which is very nice. Glad to have that. Anything in this house? Diaries that I'm not that interested in reading right now. Anvils we can't craft with.
On my way.
Is everyone else going to be able to climb this cargo net eventually? I hope so. Because if they can't, oh boy, it's going to get tricky.
Another step forward.
Down this side, there is a beach, and we can get down to it by climbing down. A gold necklace hanging up top somewhere.
How much farther can I go?
Where is this gold necklace?
That's curious.
It's not a magic necklace. Did that break it? No, it just knocked it down. And I'm taking it's just treasure. Tiny ageless flower petals fill the amber stones of this necklace. Alright then.
One day I'll catch a break.
And we have a pier down this end. Spoiled treacle tart, half-eaten apple, simple boots. Nothing there that interests me. I do wonder if in the full game they'll make you use Identify or other similar spells and services to identify magic items as you go. So rather than just dismissing everything that isn't a magic item because the game automatically tells you if it is, they will have that addition of admin down the line. We shall see when the game comes out in about 1,000 years. Such a holes. Why are there holes?
Nothing but rocks.
What the... what?
The wall is riddled with holes. A suffocating stench of long rotten meat wafts out.
Well, it's going to be a survival check. And somehow Wyll hasn't walked over here yet, so we're not getting any guidance, which is terrifying. Oh look, a roll we could have possibly succeeded with had we have had guidance. How much inspiration do we have? 4. Use it or lose it. 1 more. Oh, come on. Alright, I will take my lumps.
The tunnels were created deliberately, but whether by tools or claws, you cannot say.
Now this is the stupidest idea ever, right? Reaching into the hole.
The passage narrows and bends, becoming impassable before you're even elbow deep.
Alright then. Strange and slightly unnerving, but we're not dead, and so I'll class that as a victory. Looks like we've got more explodey plants over here. And I'm going to guess we can jump up this cliff. Now, should I try and actually preserve some of the explodey plants to use offensively? We've got this way. I think that's the way up to the strange robot's tower thing. And then on this direction, there is a surface you can climb down there that I've never really explored. So what we could do, if we hop over here with our imp, because everyone loves a good imp. I think in one of my very early runs... Oh, is this not going to let me do this because of loading zones? One of my very early runs, I think I climbed down this hole and then immediately climbed back up because I wasn't rested or prepared enough for it. But it looks like it's not going to let us just jump down with an imp, which is fine. That's another way to get rid of those plants, isn't it? It's a little bit faster than casting Eldritch Blast. And while the plants seem to take a lot of damage, we take far less, which is nice. Only 1 on that one. More corpses around the place. Fragrant fungus stew. Sounds delicious. Now the other question for the moment is, are we at threat of Bulette on this particular stretch of ground? And also, is there any other way up from here? Oh, there's this one up there. Alright, let's grab the party. We need to finish jumping over this gap. Why, Grace? Or Wyll? Why do that? Yes, we should be afraid. We should be afraid. I don't know if we just haven't been in quite the proximity for it to threaten us, but I'm grateful for every single instance of not being attacked by the bullet. Where did we end up? This guy... Use jump to reach. What are you talking about? Can you please be with the party where you might actually be useful? With your tiny legs. How's your strength score? Good enough. Also, our zombie barbarian, zombie dwarf ranger, also deciding not to come along for the walk for some reason. Like, if a fight starts, I want all hands on deck, please. Alright.
Where am I needed?
We're climbing rocks, and we'll go as Grace, because she now has dark vision.
Tunnels everywhere. Not sure I want to know what dug them.
Yeah, if I can keep avoiding what dug them, I'll be happy. Of course, this stretch looks just as dangerous. And there's webbing over there. There goes the web problem. Nothing else down this side.
Moving in.
Oh, that's never good, is it? A quick save. Alright. It finally happened. We are in initiative. We are going to move away from this edge as quickly as we can. Do we all get 1 turn's worth of movement? Wyll got knocked down, which is slightly a problem. He does claim to have a bonus action, but we can't use our supernatural attraction to get off of this area. Imp, I regret entirely not spawning a new one with full HP, but so be it. You are completely expendable, so please be in the area of effect. Not that area of effect, though. Come on, man. And we'll place you just here for a hot moment. So we're going to end our turn, and then we will see what's up. Is there any buffs we want to use beforehand? Don't think so. Okay, I got too close with everybody. At least we are still on the great big slab of land. That is certainly to my benefit. Now we do have repelling blast on, although I expect this thing's possibly like too heavy to be repelling blasted. Not sure how that would go exactly. It's definitely not going to work right from this angle, though. We would need to actually get back to, ironically, where we just were for that to be more beneficial. But I think with this thing's high HP and our general risk of bad things happening, we're going to reapply Hex. And then we're going to go for the high damage maneuver of Scorching Ray. We get 1 of these per long rest thanks to our equipment. This will do 3 attacks, and then each attack can also proc Hex damage on top. That was good. So we did 2 criticals, which is incredible. So that's almost half of its HP down in 1 hit. Now, we do have our bonus actions, or 1 more bonus action rather, but I don't want to be down there trying to offhand attack it. So we will swap over to Wyll. Now, Wyll does not have dark vision, which is a whole problem of its own. But what we can do... Where's our trusty torch? Right, so that was an action to equip a torch. Now we can bonus action reapply Hex. So when he gets an attack in a moment, we will be able to do the same trick. And we'll give ourselves a little bit of distance. That's great, because I didn't even anticipate the opportunity attack. I didn't see the gap showing it. Now who's the bullet going to attack? It crits Wyll. That can only end well. Wyll is down. He took, let me check, 61 piercing damage. That was 8d12 piercing damage for those of you keeping score. So we're going to reapply Hunter's Mark over here. That's a bonus action. And then we can Ensnaring Strike. Inflicts ensnared, attacks your opponent with Thorny Vise, possibly using 1d10 plus 2 damage.
Impero Tipi.
Oh, that's also concentration, as is Hunter's Mark, so we can't have both like we can Hex. Okay, well that is a turn done. Now we have our big multi-attack hitter. $15 damage, not to be sneezed at. Then back to Grace. Wyll rolls 1 death fail. The question now becomes, can we kill this guy before it kills Wyll? Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Applies laughter, inflicts a creature with fits of laughter, leaving it prone and incapacitated. An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions at the end of its turn, or when it takes damage, they can try and shake it off. Or Dissonant Whispers, 4d6 psychic damage and becomes frightened. Let's go with that. Alright, it is frightened. That is excellent. Let's move closer towards Wyll, just so that it'll hopefully move away. If we can bonus strike it from here, we will. And we crit it, which is incredible. If we could do 10 more damage, we would be laughing. No, we miss on that one. Now there's a chance it's just going to burrow away, which I'd be very upset about when it's this close to death, but let's see. It tried to bite Holvik, failed. Did not burrow away. We will ranged attack it. Big miss. We will multi-attack it. Really big miss. Wyll rolls another death save. Now here's the problem. If we kill the bullet, the game will come out of initiative and keep rolling death saves for Wyll. And if it does that, we are at risk of Wyll dying before we can use the help action. And it is no longer afraid of us. Now the help action is a full action, so what we could do is try and kill it with our offhand actions. There's 4 more damage. And offhand again. There's 2 more damage. That is unbelievable. So now we can either get Wyll up using our action. Oh, changing equipment was a full action. I just wanted to see if we still had Saloon Knight's Dream. Well, I might have sealed our own fate. Let's see. It burrows away. Go into turn-based mode. Go into turn-based mode. Go into turn-based mode. Before Wyll rolls a death save. Help him. Somebody, please help him. Okay, Wyll is alive. The bullet got away, which I'm mad about, but Wyll is alive. I wonder if we see the bullet again, if they will have 3 hit points or whether they'll have full hit points. Who knows, not me, but we can come out of turn-based mode. We will take a short rest immediately.
No one stopped me yet.
And now we can figure out what's behind here. We've got a locked chest. If Wyll will come along, we should be able to... Oh no, we won't get guidance because he's not wearing that particular necklace anymore.
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon.
DC 15 but plus 5 makes this basically a coin flip. Much better. No, I was like, we need a 10. We need to roll a 10. That's me being dumb. We have loads of thieves' tools, though. There you go. That's what we needed.
Bunch of empty boxes and spider webs. Westloth's cultists haven't been back here in a while.
Gold, antitoxin, basilisk oil, drow studded leather armor for 12 plus 3, and a creased page. Is that armor better for grace? This is 12 plus 3. This is also 12 plus 3. It's just not plus 1. So we can sell this, but otherwise isn't really useful for anything. We are also now over encumbered, which is a hoot. Let's read this. UND_drow resupply _prayer. Thank you to our drow overlords for this prayer. We are very grateful. Unus nonus drowus. In case you were wondering what that said, I've translated for you. Bunch of empty eggs and stuff. Right, do we have enough weight between us to divvy what we have up? Or are we just going to have to drop some heavy things? It says use on it. Now, I was told that I could... I'll do it at the start of next episode. More people will see it that way. This drow armor is heavy. We also have Lump's Warhorn. Let's not forget about that. We also have a bunch of treasure. We need to get rid of 4 pounds. We can probably get rid of 4 pounds, surely. We don't need this scimitar. Drop that. We don't need this dagger. Drop that. There you go. Now we're not over encumbered anymore. Right, so, unless there's something very specific in this burlap sack, there is not. We will take this opportunity to take a little breather. Thankfully, we did not die on this fight, as close as it was for Wyll. Join me next time where we will see where we end up in the Underdark next, and we'll have a little look at Volo's Ursat's Eye. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.